I had a field day reading the comments today all over the internet. It's like FBAs came out and really, really, really made a laughing stock of themselves. They really did, man. It was just really laughable to read these comments, from people that are supposed to be our elders, and they are crashing out with the really, really dumb like I can't believe. I should have believed that people that are older than me are making the most dumbest comments that you would ever think would come out of an older person's mouth. Like Jasmine Crockett here, I think that's her name, Representative Crockett. She's on the news every day. She's going off on Republicans and all this. She's showing herself as the strong Keisha, the alpha Keisha in the federal government and whatnot. And what Missy Michonne, I believe, said, and what Demetra Kay said from the Africa Diaspora channel was, Demetra said that she was an empty wagon that makes a lot of noise. And I agree. And that's what she was saying. She was like, she's going to sit here for the next 4 years complaining about Trump, complaining about what Trump is doing. And, she was basically saying what I was saying, that he would not be here if the Democrats didn't create this guy. The Democrats created this guy. They just don't get it. She can complain about him and whine about him, and this is what all these channels are doing now. It's just seriously embarrassing. These Democrats literally have nothing. They are offering no policies, they are offering nothing to solve the problems of your average everyday American. All they're doing every day is just whining about Trump. It's do you seriously call this leadership? Shout out to Nick Taylor. I saw his video. Andrew Cuomo is coming back. The disgraced governor of New York State, the dude that literally fell on his own sword. He pushed that all businesses have to teach annual sexual harassment training. It is the law. He passed that law. In addition to that useless gun control safe act nonsense that he passed. And then he fell on his own sexual harassment law because a bunch of women were saying that he was doing this and he was doing that to them. And that was the reason why he resigned. And so he resigned from being the top president of New York State, which, every governor is the president of the state. It's the highest office in New York State. He resigned and now he's coming back for governor. And he allegedly got people's grandparents deleted because he mishandled the C-19 crisis. I mean, he's literally coming back to be the mayor of New York City. This is what the Democrats are doing. Gavin Newsom is he is starting a new podcast and he's going on online how he's going to start a pod, as if anybody cares what this man has to say. His state was just involved in a big massive fire that deleted a lot of people and burned houses and businesses to the ground. And Gavin Newsom is creating a podcast, as if anybody would care. The Democrats have gone insane. They have sat here. This is the party that has sat here and did nothing for the American people. I was telling people, my God, these people have short memories. about Cuomo and about Biden. This Zelensky character, this actor, was coming here, and every time he came here, this dude was on a worldwide get money tour. Like he's a rapper without being a rapper. And if some of these people don't know, this man was literally a comedian, and you could find this man performing in, I think it's drag. I saw somebody show me the video on my job. I was like, are you kidding me? And this is the president that all these commenters are telling us we need to have all this special respect for a former comedian slash cash beggar, while our American citizens are homeless and sleeping on trains and cars. The Biden administration allowed millions of these fence jumpers to come into our country, and Miss Representative Crockett here, the only thing she's going to be doing for the next 4 years is Trump ain't ish, and I hate him. Your party created him. Your party was literally doing nothing for American citizens, man. I told everybody, and this is not just an experience in New York State. I said when these Venezuelans and these other groups started coming here, these guys, there was a bunch of these guys in fives and sixes walking down the street. They weren't doing nothing, nobody. We didn't have an influx in crime. If they stole some things, I have no idea. But they would just walk around the street. They would smile and wave to everybody. They seemed pleasant. Nobody bothered them. So, I mean, they go from maybe a couple of weeks of walking, then you see them with bicycles, then you see them with electric scooters, the two-wheeled scooters that you stand upright. And then a couple of weeks later, you see them with what? E-bikes. They were all riding in fives and e-bikes. I'm like, oh shit, these guys are making moves. And then after that, you seeing these guys with motorcycles. Oh, and isn't that interesting? Then right after the motorcycles, you see these guys really quickly in cars. This is the before the summer was over. These guys progressed really fast. And then I seen a couple of these guys doing Uber in the neighborhood. I'm sitting here every single step of the way. These governments were giving them all of this damn money, and they don't make any of this help available for your average American citizen that has been paying into the system like me ever since I was 19 years old. Imagine me walking into the welfare building and saying, "Hey, I lost my job." And it would be hard to get some sort of help. And even if I did get some sort of help, it wouldn't be a lot. They don't ever give U.S. citizens a lot of help. They only seem to do that for illegals. So every time Representative Crockett opens her mouth, people need to hold her accountable. We don't want to hear, for those that voted for her, for those that voted for her party, we don't want to hear 4 years of Orange Man bad and we can't stand Orange Man. We need to hear what your policy is for the people that have put you in office. And if you don't have any, people need to hold your feet to the fire. But it was all these comments telling some of these black content creators that they were just hating on another black woman. A black woman is hating on another black woman for asking questions. A black woman is showing hate to another black woman because they want to hold her account. Seriously? Like we don't have crooks in our race? I just, we don't have people that will stand there and say, we are the Congressional Black Caucus and we're here to work for you. And can't none of us remember the last thing that the CBC has done for any black American in this country? I am so sick and tired of black Americans. I really am. They are sickening. They are annoying. And like I told this one guy, hatred, you're a man saying that this female hates her because she's questioning her or she's talking about the things that I'm talking about. You calling that hatred? I said this is very feminine, dude. Seriously, ain't nobody hating on her. Everybody's saying we don't want to hear 4 years of Orange Man bad. We want to hear what are we getting for our slavish devotion to the Democrat Party. And if you can't answer that question, then kick rocks, right? But I'm so sick and tired of black Americans, man. They just don't know how to think right. So holding your black leaders in the Senate and the Congress accountable is hate again. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm going to make another video because I just had a really, really, really nice epiphany because this guy that I know puts on his Facebook any man that is 40 years old and if he's attracted to a 25-year-old, he needs to come see my revolver. I was like, here we go again. I'll talk about that later because I just got the funny feeling that black people obsess over stupid topics like that. You want to know why? Because it's it's a form of escapism. Like they are not upset that their slavish devotion to the Democrat Party has literally produced nothing, even though they're walking around talking about, I have college degrees and double masters and a PhD, even though they have all that stuff and a lot of them have had good government jobs. Outside of that, they have nothing to show for their slavish plantation devotion to the Democrat Party. So, one thing they can all unite on and feel some righteous indignation is let's penis police the black man. What a damn joke.